Hello. Um, so today I'm going to continue doing another new Leetcode problem. So let me just go to that study plan page in problems. So I have done about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 problems. I think I'm going to skip the medium for now and do an easy one from D6 string type. So let's have a look at this problem. First unique character in a string. Given a string S, find the first non-repeating character in it and return its index. If it does not exist, return -1. Find the first non-repeating character in a string. Non-repeating is basically which does not have any duplicate uh, in that string, right? So L is the first non-repeating character here because there are no other L's down the line. Here you have L, but you have another L, so this is not a non-repeating character. Then you have O, and you have another O down the line, so this is a non-repeating. This is not a non-repeating character. Then you have V, so there are no V's later on, so V is the first non-repeating character, and its index is 0, 1, 2, so 2. Here you have A, which has a repeating, which is repeating, and you have B, which is also repeating. So yeah, output is -1 because there aren't any non-repeating characters at all in this string. So the solution would probably look something like where so since these are always lowercase English characters, that's a limited set. So you'll always have something like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, W, X, Y, Z. So every element will have to be in the string has to be one of these. So I was thinking of using something like a count array where every index would denote an alphabet or letter, and using its ASCII value probably, or not. I mean, we could just map it. Maybe we could find some way to like map the ASCII character, the ASCII value of a letter to its corresponding, like an index starting from 0 to 25. So anyway, so we'll have a list or an array called a count array, and then we'll take a for loop and go through every character in the string given to us, and then we'll for every character we just go and update that particular index. Let's make it binary, so it will update from false to true, and then if we find a duplicate down the line, we'll just okay, so it can't be binary. I guess we'll keep a count. So for every character, we'll just increase the count in that index by 1. So it'll start from 0. Then after we go through the whole string, we'll just go through the count array and get the first element, which is marked as 0. And for that element, we'll find the index in the string and then return that. Okay. So let's see. First, we define our array, which is letters list equals, we are just setting everything to 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's copy paste. Is there a way to define something like this? So this is how we do it, I guess. So this is the so you do a sorry, okay. Wow. You just do a 0 into 26. This creates your list of 26. So it's with value 0. So now we have our letters list. Let's see what the ASCII values are. So it goes from 97 to 122. We'll look into that later. Now let's iterate over each letter in the string for I in range str. Str is a string. Let's see if strings are a standard data type in Python. Yeah, we can use it for strings as well. I hope it stores. Yeah. So get the length of the string. And now we are going to do an STRI. So STRI will be one of 97 to 122, right? If we do a minus 97, we would be getting like 0 for A, 1 for B, right? So we can now map it to the letters list. Indexes, letters list indexes. So this is how we want to increase the count equals +1. Okay. Um, so now this is done. So we have gotten how many times a letter occurs. But now the caveat is that there might be okay, there is no caveat. So now we are going to iterate over letters list. For letters list, I in range. We don't really have to because 26. If letters list I equal to 1, so 1 means that it's a non-repeating character, right? And because we are sequentially, okay, that won't work because this is not uh, this is not preserving the order in which like letters list was. So I think we should just iterate over the letters over the string once more and check if for each and check the count for each. If it is equal to 1, so how do we find it? We'll probably find it like this. If letters list stri minus 97 equal to 1, then return I. Return -1. Oh wait, str is the type. The name of the variable is s. Unsupported operand type. Don't we directly convert it into ASCII? I actually do not know this. Python to int. You have to do a CHR. CHR. Convert it to a character. Cannot be interpreted as an integer. Well, then how do we do this? So we can't convert it into What is ORD? Let's see. Built-in functions. ORD. Given a string representing one Unicode character, return an integer. Okay, so it's not CHR but ORD. Let's try to submit it. Great. So this is done. Let's go back, refresh. Okay. So we have completed the first easy problem. Do we want to take a look at the second one? Okay, let's try it. Ransom note. Given two strings ransom note and magazine, return true if ransom note can be constructed from magazine and false otherwise. Given two strings, return true if it can be constructed from, if first string can be constructed from second string. Each letter in magazine can only be used once in ransom. Okay. So it's like a substring, but like it can be in any order. So input ransom note equal to A, magazine equal to B. You can't construct B from A. Ransom note AA, magazine BB. Acha, ransom note has to be constructed from magazine. So AA cannot be constructed from AB. AA, AAB. So we do have a substring AA. So it is true. But do we know if the letters can be in any order? Or we can just like, okay, let's assume that it can be in any order, but it has to be a subsequence. We can just check if every character in ransom node is present in magazine, and we delete that character from it once it has been compared and found. It would be like length of ransom node into length of magazine. Suppose ransom node. How about we create like maps from both and compare if they have equal sets of key value pairs. Oh, we got. What if we count A equals 2 and then we see if it has A and there are two of them, then it has B and there is one of them, and then there is C and there is one of them. For each element you have to find it out. Seems unreasonable. Any element is not found. Let's build a hash of magazine. Hash map. A map for I in range, length of magazine, magazine. The key would be magazine I, and the value would be dot add. So for a map, do you have a map as a data structure? You have sets, do you have maps, dictionaries? I think that's the same. Key value pairs. So you have looping techniques. How do you add to a map? Dot append. No, it should not be a dot append. It should be. So let's say our map or dictionary is max clicked this equal to text plus 1. But this is only if it already exists. Otherwise, it would just be 1. If let's check if this key is there or not in exit. Then if it's already there, then you increment the count. Else, just make it as 1. Equals to 1. Declare it. Okay, so now we have a dictionarized magazine. So it would be something like A to B. Now next what we have to do is we have to check ransom note. So we go through ransom note letters one by one. Ransom note. And now we check if it exists in the dictionary or not. If ransom note I in else. Then decrease it. Decrease the count. -1. And if it is 0, then you remove it. To 0. How to remove an element from a dictionary? Data structures, dictionaries. Remove the first item. This is list. Okay, it is the same. Is that a button? Let's do dot pop. If it is there, if it is not there, then return false. So you have magazine and what? No. This is the dictionary. So you iterate over magazine and create the dictionary. Then you check if nonce node is present in the dictionary. If it is present, you decrease the count. If it becomes 0, you remove it. Then when if it is not there, return false. If it goes through, then return true. Next. Lines. Try to submit. Okay, so we completed 2 easy problems today. D6 string. That's it for today. Let's continue tomorrow. Bye.